What's going on with the Arizona real estate market? Is it booming? Is it busting? Are we going to see a bunch of foreclosures? The first thing I want to talk about is what's going on with the Cromford Market Index. And you can see in this chart here that there is that black line, that kind of consistent black line that goes up and down. That is the index. That's telling us how hot the market is. And you can see it's very good at predicting what's going to happen with appreciation. So when that black line goes up, sure to follow is high appreciation. When it goes down, sure to follow is depreciation. And so we can see that when the index is at about 100, that's like a balanced market. Anything above 100 starts to get into seller market territory where we're seeing a hotter market. If it's below 100, then we're getting into buyer market territory. What we're seeing right now is that, of course we had that big COVID boom, but then after that, we saw things get much, much cooler, and that's the way it's been for a couple of years now. And so the Cromford Index right now is at a pretty low period, in the 70s, 80s, depending on what market you're in. And let's talk a little bit about that because it does matter what area of town you're in. And so if you are in Fountain Hills, for example, you're looking pretty good, right? The market's pretty hot right now. Paradise Valley's doing well. Scottsdale, you'll notice that the markets that are doing the best are the high dollar markets. And that's because the stock market has been crazy. It's at an all-time high. And the luxury real estate market tends to go as the stock market does. But if you're in a more average part of town or one of the less expensive parts of town in terms of price, then you're going to see that it's doing worse. And generally speaking, the further away you get from kind of the center of town, the worse it gets. And so the areas like Maricopa, Buckeye, Queen Creek, not doing so hot, seeing those markets really soft. So down in the 40, 50, 60 range. That's tough days, right? If you're listing a home in those areas, it's a lot tougher to sell. And there's definite negative pressure on pricing. Whereas if you're listing a home in Fountain Hills, Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, you're doing pretty good. You're going to probably sell that house quickly. And it's the opposite if you're a buyer, right? If you're a buyer in a more expensive market, you're probably going to be up against some competition. You might have to pay closer to asking price as opposed to, Surprise, Santan Valley, Goodyear, you're going to have much less competition, a lot more supply, and there you're going to be able to get probably under asking price in those scenarios. So it really does depend on where you are.